Today I'm heading to a campsite which I think is going to be perfect for you and me, having everything we need, but it's looking a little expensive, quite pricey. Is it worth it? Let's find out. That is me parked up at Henlow Bridge Lakes. Now, recently I was in London with Tash. Now I'm continuing heading north. Tash has gone her separate ways because her and John have got a few jobs on. John's got some installs, Tash's got work to do. So I will be meeting back up with them, but I'm making my way up north via the A1 at the moment, and I thought I would pop in here. It's easy access to somewhere I've wanted to go for a long time, and they've got one service that I wouldn't mind trying out here because it's becoming quite scarce to get. Right, let me show you the pitch. Then I'm going to get the motorhome ready. Someone should be coming around in a minute with a information pack, and then we'll go over that and then go for a little walk. I've just been chilling out for a little bit, and the guy's just come round and given me my information pack, which is a list. It's pretty full on, to be fair. Now this, like I said, is Henlow Bridge Lakes and Riverside in Bridgend in Henlow. Now they do caravans, tents, motorhomes, fifth wheels and RVs they accept. Plus they've got lodges, 6 lodges, 4 cabins, 1 family cabin and 3 pods. I told you they've got quite a lot going on. 80 hard standing pitches and 100 grass pitches. Electrical hookup is available on all pitches if required. It's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good. But there is fishing lakes as well here. If you aren't staying here, you can fish. There's a fishing entrance and car park around the side, but there are a couple of little lakes on here as well. This is a complete map of the site, which, as you can see, is pretty big. The guys just told me that there's some, like a food stall here. I think it's Indian tonight, he said. So yeah, might just have a little wander around, go past the Indian stand, see what's going on there, what food they got going on. There's a massive list of rules, because it is the school holidays right now. You've got a list of everything that's going on. You've got a bespoke jewellery in that roundabout. You've got activity books. You've got Bango bus ticket. I don't know what that is. Family knockout. They got so much going on. They got bingo, they got raffles, they got quiz nights, they got everything going on. Now my pitch is opposite the kids area, and the bit that they do some games and whatnot, I mean, they're not bothering me at all, but if I could request something, I would be far as way as possible on my own, just nice, peace and quiet. But to be fair, there's quite a lot of kids over there playing, and it's a summer holidays, you know. They're outside, they're playing, they're kicking a ball around, they're on their bikes. That's cool, you know, not just stuck to a screen. Down there's the entrance, and then there's one of the areas that they're playing in, and then there's a big play area over there. I'm going to get myself a hat, and then we'll go for a walk. So this is what the guy must have been talking about, the tiffin box, authentic Indian street food. Okay, so it looks like we've got a chicken tikka naan wrap, then we've got chicken tikka and chips, a veggie box, combo box, and veggie naan wrap. Decent. That's cool, isn't it? Look at that, all cooking in there. So that's the Indian street food one. And then tomorrow, I believe they've got pizza, and then in the morning on both days, Saturday and Sunday, they've got like a breakfast bar kind of thing. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Weren't too bad prices, like 12 quid, 14 quid. So yeah, not too bad, especially if, you know, you're here, you don't want to cook. I mean, it's been quite warm today, and I got a fridge full of food, and you're just like, nah, it's too hot. It just makes the motorhome hot, doesn't it? And it's like, I don't really want to. I've got stuff in there at the moment, so I think I am going to cook. This is coming a great shock to you. I have got a pack of wings that I need to marinate and cook up, so I think that's what I'm having for tonight. Yeah, I mean, I do like Indian food, but it's not my go-to food, if I'm honest. That being said, I do like a cheeky onion bhaji. So this is one of the lakes that I said is one of the smaller lakes that's available on the site, not the big ones which are getting fished by any angler. These are the ones that are on site, close to pitches, like, so you've got lodges at the back here, So yeah, you got all the lodges that you can rent. You can see how hot it's been because the water is so down. It should be way up there. Just talking to a lad that's fishing. He's been here all week, and he's had 56 carp over the whole week, which is yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? Brilliant. I mean, if you're looking for a place to come to, like, you know, have some activities for the kids, so you've got other things going on. Like I said, just went through that sheet. Plus that there's food on site, and there's, you know, quite a lot of space, and, you know, kids can do this, that and the other. And it's not a bad place, to be fair. I'm not going to say it's going to be cheap, but it's yeah, it seems like it's got quite a lot going on. I mean, there's lodges over there, so you can be fishing pretty much from your lodge, which is where you're staying for the week, so that's not bad. In every field, because there's like loads of offshoot fields all the way around, seems to be that there's a big climbing frame or like a big boot or something for the kids, so there's always something here. So it is very family and kid orientated, this place, so it's pretty good. So I'm just down here, and then this is like a massive kids play area here, so there is loads going on for them. Down here I believe is a shop, and then my pitch is just on the corner down there. But yeah, there's a massive adventure area for kids to run around. I know Liam would be running around like a headless chicken. He really would. He'd be on it. So you have got a full-on shop. This is the fishing area of the shop, but it is a full-on shop. But yeah, you've got loads of fishing tackle and bait and God knows what. I know Liam would like this. The maggot fridge, he'd love that. Absolutely love it. They've even got frozen bottles of water and bags of ice. My ice maker is running flat out, so I'm good. I am good. But they've got loads of ice creams, and they have got the best ice cream in the world, which is, as you guys know, go on, name it, say it, write it down in the comments. Yes, it's a feast. That is the best. Now, if you hear my pockets rattling, it's because I've just changed up a £10 note for coins for the washing machine. I'm led to believe they're around here somewhere, around this building. It should be £5 a wash, £3 dry. So this is the toilets and showers in the main block that's close to me. There is no one in here, I quickly checked. Pretty standard block. You've got your sinks and everything here, loads of mirrors. Then you've got your urinals just here, toilets. Then you've got a few showers. Unfortunately, they are the press showers. You can't change the temperature, and you can't change the pressure, or leave them on. So that's the gents. But then you have got this massive accessible toilet and shower here, which is, well, it is a big room here. So yeah, no problems in here. Yeah, pretty nice squeaky door, but yeah, nice big, pretty good to see. So yeah, all good. Right, let's continue and find the laundry. Aha, found it. Okay, so washing machines, tumble dryer. So the washing machine, it says approximately 30 minutes is £5. It accepts pound coins and 50p's. Same with the tumble dryer, £1 coins only, and it's about a 40-minute dry, so for £3. So yeah, £8 for a whole wash. It's not the best, not the worst. It is what it is. We'll see if it works. Otherwise than that, I'll probably do it later. It's yeah, I can't be asked right now, to be fair. If I'm brutally honest, I don't think there's much more round that side, is there? Or is there the Elson? Let me have a look if there's the Elson round here. No, I have no idea where the Elson is right now. It's like a bit of a maze around here. I mean, there's so many different little rat runs here, there and everywhere. Oh, there is the bins. The bins are here. That's good to see. Haha, I found the Elson just there. So yeah, box standard Elson point. Just there. Like I say, it is a bit of a maze round here. You're just walking around, you're like, where's this, where's that? I mean, I know that they've got the map, and I should have probably brought that out with me, but it's quite nice to have a little walk around. I will say, it's good to see that there's plenty of benches around, there's lots of bins, and there are staff doing litter picks. Look at that! Homemade piri-piri wings on a lovely summer's evening like this. What more do you want, eh? Right, I'm gonna scoff my face. Yes! Now, before we crack on with the day, you guys know how much I love gadgets and tech. I adore it, I really do. So the guys over at AFRI sent me an email and said, do you want to try our new power station and solar panel? And I was like, yes, yes, yes. So this is the new AFRI P280 along with their 400 watt folding solar panel, which is the perfect combo if you want to be off grid, you want to be out exploring, to be able to then recharge yourself out in the wild when you've not got a hookup, or if you don't want to pay for hookup. So let's run through it, shall we? This is 2048 watt hours and it is expandable up to 10.24 kilowatts. Now you've got 2800 watt output, which you can surge at 3600 watts. This beast will charge from 0 to 80% in just under an hour and fully charge in just over an hour and a half. This has got 1200 watts of solar via 2 inputs of 600 watts each, so you can charge 1200 watts of solar. You've got LiPo4 batteries, roughly giving you a 10-year lifespan, a 7-year manufacturer's warranty, which is a massive warranty to have. Along with that, you've got a 4,000 plus cycle before the battery drops to 8%. Now the AFRI P280 has 13 output ports, AC sockets, you've got USB Type-C sockets, you've got PD ports up to 140 watts, you have got car sockets, DC sockets, you've got every socket you need. Now it comes in at about 21.6 kilograms. Now this is a 2048 watt hour battery which can be expanded up to 10.24 kilowatts. Now, as I said, this is a beast of a bit of kit. It really is. You've got all the ports you need, you've got all the input, you've got the surge, you are good to go. Along with the solar panel, it is a perfect setup. Now, what would I use this for? I would use it for being off grid for a bit longer. If you've not got a full built-in system, then this could be perfect to run those higher powered appliances. You know, you could run an air fryer on this, you can run, you know, the deep fat fryer, you can run an ice maker, you can run the hair dryer. So it's great for being outside and wild camping with your motorhome or camper van, but you also have the option to be able to use it at home, in the garden, around the house. If there was ever a power cut, you can plug the fridge into it. So it's got so much versatility. Now, I'm always honest with you guys, so one thing I will say about the panel is that it is quite a long panel. It is 6 sections long. Now, it is a 400 watt panel, so it has to be big one way or another, either wide or long. But I would just, you know, make a note of that. It is quite a long panel, so if you're trying to put it into tight spaces, you might struggle with that. The legs are pretty good, they hold it up. It does have a little bit of a bow because they are quite long, but that didn't affect the performance at all. This is a well-built unit. It is quite squat and quite compact. I do want to give credit to AFRI for the AC sockets, with the way they've designed them. So you've got one this way, one that way, and one down. We've all had it. We've had them plugs that are massive plugs on the appliances, and then you can't fit 2 together. So it's just a pain, but this does help trying to alleviate that problem. Now, AFRI have got an app so you can control this unit. I will say it's not the smoothest app I've ever used. It's a little bit clunky here and there, but it does give you the data, what you need to see, how much is going in, how much is going out. You can turn ports on and off, which is a nice feature to have, because if you've gone out, then you can always turn it off because it can attach to the Wi-Fi. Now, if you are interested in this, then scan the QR code up here, click the description, make sure you use the code URBAN for a cheeky little discount, and go check out AFRI. Right, let's crack on with the day, shall we? Good morning. That was a cool little night, nice and chilled, no problems whatsoever. Now, the main reasons, well, there's a few reasons I wanted to come to this site. One, because I've never been here before, and 2, because they've got something on site which I'm going to use, which I'll show you now. But the main reason is for the location and the transport links. Now, I say this, and it's sod's law that a few things have gone wrong this morning, which are about the transport links. So it doesn't highlight it in a great light, but things happen, right? Things happen. So basically, from here, there is a train line, Arsenley, I think. Probably saying it wrong. Always saying it wrong. It's about a 3-minute walk from here to the train station. And you can basically get into the city in London, into Liverpool Street or King's Cross in about 30 minutes, no problems, 30-40 minutes. Transport links are really quite important when I'm looking at these places, because I do want to explore places more. And the beauty of having decent transport links means you can get around easy in theory. So this morning I had a few bits of bobs to do on work, things that cropped up, had to answer some emails, had to sort some things out. It happens. I've checked the trains and there's lots of trains coming. So where we're going today, which I can't wait for, it's going to be great. There's lots of trains constantly all day long. I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to rock and roll. Look on the Google Maps and see the train times. And the next 3 or 4 have been cancelled because of things on the line or something. I don't know what the reason is, but the next 3 or 4 trains have been cancelled. I can get a bus, but I've got to walk about 25 minutes that way in the boiling heat, and then it's going to take about an hour and a half to get to where I want, and I'm only going about 10 miles. So I'm looking around on the apps, I'm looking here, there, and it's like our phones track us, and like they know, because Uber popped up saying, hey, do you want a £5 discount? And I'm like, really? How do you know that I need to get somewhere right now? You're looking at my stuff too much, Uber. Obviously, there's an Uber on the way. I'm going to get a train back. It shouldn't be a problem. So we'll go to see the train station and the train line and all that on the way back. But this could be a pretty decent stop if you are looking to try and explore the city, go into London, have a little look around. Hey, even if you're only going in for dinner, you know, being able to just pop on, because it's only like 5-minute walk from here, straight down, then get off, go stuff your face with food, which, you know, we love, and then come all the way back. Not a problem, because let's face it, there are some incredible things in the cities, not just London. I'm going to try this all around the country and find other places with really good transport links into cities, because my motorhome and most motorhomes and camper vans are not really that welcome in cities, and there's just nowhere to park, there's charges, it's just hassle, it's stress, it's not great. So yeah, this way seems a lot better, a lot more stress-free, and overall not a bad plan. Right, let me show you what is on site, which I'm going to use in the morning. Now, you know, a couple of weeks ago I had trouble getting LPG. Now, this is what makes this site stand out completely, is they have their own LPG filling pump on site. How good's that? So it's got great transport links. It has got like food pop-up stalls on here. It's got LPG. It's pretty decent site, to be fair. I mean, the showers last night were really good. That was all fantastic. I'm thinking it's not a bad little stop. Now, it is £1.10 a litre. Again, not the worst price in the world. Not the best, but not the worst. But it's like killing so many birds with one stone. I don't know why the birds get it. The birds get it in the neck all the time. Even if you're not going somewhere, like using the transport links, you've got laundry, you've got your LPG, you've got your Elson points, you can refill water, you can stop for a day. It's not a bad stopover, it really isn't. So yeah, I will be using the LPG in the morning before I leave. That is a bonus. This site is definitely family friendly. As I come out the motorhome, there's like a tractor ride pulling a trailer with all the kids in, and they've all got water guns and they're all going around the side. I mean, keeps them occupied, I suppose. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, so if you are really looking to entertain the kids, I mean, I don't know what this site's like during the week when it's not school holidays. I assume it's pretty quiet, to be fair. You all right, mate? All right, in the Uber, currently on the way to Hitchin. Now, you're probably going to be thinking, what are you going to Hitchin for, Dad? Come on, some of you must know there is a food place there that I've been wanting to try for a very long time. Drop in the comments, what are your guesses? Where am I eating in Hitchin? There's a few other things I want to see in Hitchin, but yes, on the way to Hitchin right now. Can't wait. Oh my God. Well, that was awful. Such a bad driver. Jesus, that guy was awful. Nearly knocked a cyclist off, and then he's trying to tell me that he weren't that close. The cyclist screamed, and he's trying to tell me this all whilst not wearing a seatbelt, because he's cut an old seatbelt off and put it in the socket to stop the thing beeping. I mean, really, that was awful driving. Awful. Man. Right, I'm in Hitchin. Let's go and have a little look around, shall we? Look at this place. How good is this? Now there is a church there which I wanted to go and have a look at. It's meant to be really, really old. It's not like the biggest or grandest of churches or anything like that, but yeah, its age is meant to be insane. But it looks like there's also a market going on over here, so let's go and have a little look around the market. You know I love a market. This looks proper cool. This is always the way, isn't it? You've got Indian food over here, you've got Jamaican food over there. Now I have come in to look around and go somewhere specially to eat, but I haven't eaten anything yet, and I might be not going there for a few hours, so I might have to have a little nibble of something that's going on. But yeah, I love looking around places like this. Love it. I will say it's very higgledy-piggledy market. It's like some there's loads of stalls over this area, but then there's no stalls over that area. It's all, yeah, it's very disjointed. Very disjointed. Lovely little market, but yeah, quite disjointed to be fair. Look how old this sign must be. Look. Video hi-fi. How old is that? Oh my god, this is Aladdin's cave. There is so much in it. It looks like a tiny shop on the outside, but it is big. Look. All just vintage stuff, antiques and weird and wacky stuff. I mean, yeah. There is something in here for everyone, I'm sure there is. My nan used to have little glass ornaments and figurines like this. That is bringing back memories completely. Yeah, my nan used to have loads of these kind of style ones on the mantelpiece. It's brilliant, isn't it? I'm sure all our grandparents collected something. Some collect spoons, some collect this. My granddad had a few pipes after I stopped him smoking. He kept a few and that was it. Now, I would love to know, what do you remember from your grandparents? What was on the mantelpiece in theirs? Come on, we've all got them, we all know. And there's some fantastic ones out there, what they were collecting. Spoons, is it thimbles was one of them as well. It's brilliant, love it. But yeah, let me know, drop it in the comments below. Look at these old cameras. Look at them. How, I mean, proper vintage. Now, that one is £225. I mean, it would probably be a lot more back in the day, but like, can you, like, at some point it probably bottomed right out, worthless, people didn't want it, and now, straight back up again. When me and Tash were up at St Paul's, there was I'm going to say a guy, a tourist, he had one of the Sony Cam handheld old school video cameras, which was, yeah, it was proper cool seeing one of them in the wild again. But yeah, and the zoom on them things is amazing. Not like what I've got, what I've got now, but yeah, they were really good and they filmed really well. I don't know why we've moved away, to be fair. Why have I moved away? No way, they've got some uranium. Now, I see this guy on TikTok, he's in America and he goes into charity shops with a UV torch and just starts shining stuff and collects like UV crockery, plates, bowls, cups, everything. And it looks so cool. This all glows, as you can see, under this black light. And it's all got uranium in it. How mad is that? Now, I've never seen it in real life, in person, but yeah, he goes in, just roams around and just shines his torch on, like he'll shine it on like that cup there, and then some of them glow and some of them don't, and then the ones that do have uranium in, which is fantastic. I mean, I don't know what I'll do with it. I live in a motorhome. Where am I gonna put that stuff? It's just not gonna work, is it? But it looks so cool, and it's great to see it in the actual wild. Who would like that, eh? It's a heavy metal painted pigeon. Look at it. Look at it. Now, I'm going to say it. Ads would love that, but it's an ugly little sucker. It really is. Flying rat. Flying rat. This is a roller coaster ride. My nan used to have these glasses with the gold band and the frosted like what is that, wheat or something on the. She used to have these. Right, so that makes sense now. When I said they're all like little segments, they are all their own little units and they belong to individual people, all within that shop, which is pretty cool. I like that. That is a really good shop. the Fleetville Emporium. Definitely, if you want to rummage around, that is your place. It's really good in there. This is mad. Hitchin is brilliant. 1 minute I'm in an antique shop, now I'm in an Asian supermarket looking at all these cool drinks. That was a brilliant little shop. I just love exploring these places. It's so cool. Did you look at this place? Look, it's got so much history around it. It looks amazing. I'm just looking at this jeweller's. It's got one of the blue plaques, and it says that it was believed to be a drover's inn, established in 1760. 1760, and then it's been a jeweller's since, and by the same family to the present day. So this is Hitchin Town Centre. Now I did a little bit of research online, and I mean it's bustling now, hustling and bustling, and it is over history. It's been built along a major trading route, which is the A1. Before that, Anglo-Saxons settled here. I'm looking at my phone because it's quite detailed, to be fair. So it's an Anglo-Saxon tribe, the Hicce, Hicce, in the 600s. 600s. They settled here along the River His. So yeah, this has been, you know, occupied, should we say, by people since the 600s. How mad is that? This looks incredible. So old. Now I know this isn't the original church from like the 700s, but still, this is like, to know that it's been here this long. It's so quiet in here. It's brilliant, it really is. And it looks fantastic. I mean, it is a great piece of work. Now, the thing that caught my eye was that this place was founded in 792 AD by Offa, King of Mercia. He founded a Benedictine monastery here, which is mad. But then in 910, the monastery was destroyed by a fire, and then the monks moved to St Albans, which has got a cathedral, which I haven't been to yet. One of the closest cathedrals to my own home, and I've not been yet. Mad, isn't it? It's like what I was saying a couple of weeks back about going to places that we, you know, that are on our own doorstep. It says here, so the second church mentioned in the Doomsday Book was partly destroyed by the Great Wind in 1115 and an earthquake in 1298. This gets even more mind-blowing. Now it says here, although archaeological discoveries take the story of the town back to the lower Paleolithic Old Stone Age, about 424,000 to 375,000 years ago. 300,000 to 400,000 years ago. These belongings to such a remote period that they tell us nothing about the origins of the settlement. Firmer evidence dates from the Roman period, when a village began to develop in the Queen Street area, just out there, during the 4th century AD. The settlement continued to flourish in the early medieval period, AD 450 to 900, and continued to grow across the river towards Paynes Park. Here, the massive ditch, first discovered in 2004, shows that the developing town was fortified perhaps early in the 10th century during wars against the Danes who had settled in eastern England. From this point onwards, we can be certain that Hitchin was a prosperous market town laid out on a rough grid with a broad marketplace stretching from Bancroft in the north to Bridge Street and Tilehouse Street in the south. So, archaeological discoveries 424,000 years ago. I mean, if my little mind wasn't blown already, it clearly is now. Now, this present church dates back to the 14th/15th century, which, again, this is why I like coming to these places, for just the pure history, the sheer age of these places, and knowing that probably millions of people have been around this area way, I mean, hundreds of thousands of years before me. It's just that Yeah, I love that. I really do. That is something that just makes you, like, it just puts things into perspective, right? Like, I'm sure they had problems. They didn't have modern amenities of modern life like we've got. They didn't have it easy, especially hundreds of thousands of years ago. I mean, probably barely made it into your teens before you died. But it puts into perspective of how lucky we are, right? How good things are in today's world. I mean, I know there's some right naff things happening in the world, don't get me wrong. We can all find that and we can all state and show things that ain't great, but I mean, come on. And it just puts things into perspective of like problems, as in, well, it ain't gonna matter at some point, it really ain't. You know, we're here for a mere blip. I mean, I'm getting a bit deep now, aren't I? But yeah, hundreds of thousands of years kind of puts it into perspective a bit, really. Right, I've had a little pleasant walk around the market, had a look around the shops, had a look around the historical buildings. A big tree just caught my eye. But I'm going to make my way to the main event of the day, which is, well, it's a food spot, which I think you all know by now where I'm going. But have you guessed? Come on, drop in the comments below. Where am I going to eat in Hitchin? It's pretty obvious if you know the area. It is pretty obvious because, I mean, it's me all over. Right, I'm going to have a look at this tree and then I'm going to make my way over to the main attraction. Look at that! Here it is, Chicken George. It has taken me years to get here, but finally here. Now, this isn't the only one. I think they've got two others. I think they've got one in St Albans and they've got one in Bedford, I believe. But yeah, Chicken George. I can't wait for this, can't wait. Honestly, I've been waiting to come to Chicken George for ages. I should have been here a long time ago, but yeah. I'm here now. And some of the flavours and the wings they do, I mean, insane. Now, I've gone with maple sriracha. The thing that's pulled me in was the smoked thyme mayo. Come on. So it's maple sriracha sauce, hazelnuts and smoked thyme mayo. Then I've gone with garlic all over you, garlic butter sauce, parmesan and chives. And then for the tenders, I've gone with honey barbecue, which is honey barbecue sauce, crushed frazzles and chives. I mean, their sauces is where they got me. Now I've got one big sauce coming with my meal because I've gone with the wings takeover. So it's 6 wings, 2 flavours, the 3 tenders, chips and a big pot sauce, a big boss sauce. Now the big boss sauce, I've gone with their secret sauce because that's theirs. But then they do, you can either have dips or you can have sauces. So I've gone with the Chinese salt and pepper mayo, the herby pickled ranch, the blue cheese. I mean, honestly, I'm a sauce guy. I really am. I love sauce. Real salty guy. You guys know I judge a place by its beverages, and we are off to a cracking start. Yes! The guys just come over and said, you might want to move tables because what you've ordered is quite a bit. So I was just on that table there. Just, you know, I don't want to be in the way. I want to film. So I was, you know, around the corner on my own. But yeah, he said, like, it's not going to fit on that table, mate. So you need to move. Oh, wow. Look at this. Cheers, mate. Oh, yes. They're banging. Right, straight in with their special sauce. Oh, that's good. That's smoky. Next one is the herby pickle ranch. That's right. Not bad. These chips are really good. This is the salt and pepper. I am really looking forward to this. So that's like a lot of Chinese fried spice, kind of. It's alright. And the blue cheese. Bog standard. Right, we're just going in. That is good. Nice and crispy on the outside. Look how juicy that is. So juicy. Brilliant. Right. Time for the tenders. These are the barbecue ones with the frazzles on top. I mean, they are proper. loaded in sauce. Wow. The barbecue is really good. It is very sweet, but not too overpowering and too strong. Really good. I'll try the srirachas last. So these are parmesan. No, these are the garlic parmesan ones. Look at it. Look at that as a wing. It just melts off the bone. That. Wow. Garlic and parmesan is quite a powerful mix, and they are not stingy on the toppings and the sauce. Not at all. This is really good. I'm loving this. This is the sriracha, the maple sriracha with hazelnuts and smoked thyme mayo. That's what drew me in straight away, to be fair. I love mayo, so. Right, look at that. What a wing. Right, here we go. It's got a slight warmth, very nice and sweet. The hazelnuts are really good on it. They are drowned in sauce, but they're still crunchy. Right, I'm gonna stuff my face because this chicken is banging. I love you guys, but I gotta crack on. Let's go. This place is banging. If you are in Hitchin, you need to come to Chicken George. Now, I mean, there are other places as well. Like I said, I think it's St Albans and Bedford, but yeah, if you like chicken like I do, you need to come and check out Chicken George. Their wings just fall off the bone. My set, which was the wing takeover box, which was 6 wings, 3 tenders, a large fries and a Big Boss dip, that is $15.99, which I don't think is too bad. I really don't. I think that's pretty good. Now, I had an extra piece of chicken, which was I believe £2.75 or something, and then I had 3 dips, which I spent about £5 on dips basically. But yeah, and a drink was £3. Now my whole bill was £26.24p. I don't think that's too bad, to be fair, for what I had. I wouldn't normally have that much. It was because I've never been there and I wanted to try it, so I thought I'd try a few of the flavours. One thing I would say is I probably wouldn't eat 6 of the same flavour, being the sweet ones like the barbecue or the honey sriracha ones, because that is quite sickly. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's quite sickly. So yeah, you might want 3 flavoured and 3 plain or something. But yeah, I definitely recommend you try Chicken George. That is spot on. Right, I think it's time to make my way to the train station with my goodies in hand and get back to the campsite. That was nice and easy. 10-15 minute walk to Hitchin station, and then I've got 1 stop on the train to Arsley. I think the guy told me that's how you say it, Arsley. Yeah, just literally I scanned in with my phone. I'll scan out at the other end, and then it's literally a 3 to 5 minute walk from that station straight to the campsite. That's what I'm saying. I think this line's had a few delays today, which is sod's law, and I want to try and show you that it's a great place for getting into places. But yeah, you can get straight into London from that campsite like that. So this is the station just round the corner from the site. Now, I don't know what's going on with the trains today. I've just tried to buzz out with my card. My phone wouldn't let me. It's like beep, beep, beep. So it says present card, so I present card and beep, beep, beep. So I don't know how I've been charged, if I've been charged, or if they're going to try and overcharge me. I have no idea, but I have filmed it, and if they want to argue with me, then they will argue. But hey, now I'm not the quickest of walkers, but I've just walked around the edge of the train station. The train station is just there, and it is 12 minutes past 6. Let's see when I get back to the site, shall we? And just like that, I'm back on site outside the shop, and it is 16 minutes past. 4 minutes. 4 minutes, and I'm not a quick walker. So yeah, it is just round the corner. Easy. Easy as. Back at the land yacht, chilling with a Pepsi. Been a nice little stay here, to be fair. Quite busy with kids and everything at the moment. I know Liam would love this place, and if you've got kids or grandkids, then yeah, this is a pretty good place to come. I'm sure it's going to be really quite quiet during the week, so if you didn't want to be around when there's loads of kids, then don't come in the school holidays and probably come during the week, not the weekend, or go to an adult only site. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of activities going on for them and everything. But no, I've loved exploring Hitchin. I didn't know Hitchin was like that. Hitchin is very historic. It's got a lot going on. Yeah, you could just walk around for a while over there. The high street and the shops seem to be doing really well over there. That doesn't happen often. Most places these days are kind of, unfortunately falling by the wayside. Now, a few things about this site because, first off, before we get to the site, I want to update you about the driver that took me into Hitchin. I said it was Uber. It wasn't. It was a Bolt driver. It was not Uber. It was Bolt. I switch between the two apps so often. I don't know who I've ordered from. And I immediately went on the app and I reported that driver. Now, I don't like to be a tattletale. I don't like to be a grass, a rat, a snitch, whatever you want to call it, because I don't think it's normally right. But I will not accept poor, dangerous driving. I just can't sit by with that. I really can't. If the guy was rude to me or anything like that, then it's what it is. I can hold my own. I'm not worried about that. But because he's dangerous to other people, as in cyclists, and let's just make this clear, I'm a lorry driver. I don't hate cyclists, but lorry drivers and cyclists have a very tense relationship, to say the least. But that was very dangerous, and I won't, no one needs to be frightened or scared witless to the point of screaming on the road. I wish I'd caught it. I just literally pressed stop, and then he's like, yeah, so dangerous. So yeah, I've reported it to Bolt, and they're gonna fully investigate it, and then yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but yeah, that was totally unacceptable. Now, let me talk about price for this site. So I've stayed on a basic pitch, just like this, for 2 nights with electricity. Now, I got electricity because I've got a few products that I'm testing, so that's on me. But 2 nights with electricity on a basic pitch like this, hard standing, is £88. £88. So yes, £44 a night. So it's £36 a night for the pitch without electricity. Then it's £8 per night for electricity. I don't think that's too cheap. I think that's quite expensive. Now, caveats to that, it is the school holidays, so it is what it is. If it was that much of a problem, I wouldn't have booked it. Obviously I'm all right with the price because I wanted to go explore. I need to do some bits and bobs here, so it is what it is. But a basic pitch includes 2 adults and 4 children under the age of 16. So for a family, £44 a night is an absolute steal, I think, especially in the summer holidays. For a single person, for a solo person, for a couple, £44 a night, not too great. Now, I'd love to know what you think about campsites at the moment, because their pricing's a bit all over the place. It's wild. Some places are amazing value for families like this, but not so good value for solo travelers or a couple. But then you go to somewhere else and it might be amazing value for me because it's just, one person per charge. But then when you add another person onto the booking, it like doubles. It's all over the place. It's Wild West out there with campsites at the moment, and they are really, really expensive in my eyes. I'd love to know what you think. Please do drop it in the comments below. Have you seen some crazy prices? Let me know what you've seen, because yeah, it is I'm seeing reports on Facebook groups and things, and they are getting out of control. They really are. Now, I've had a really good time in Hitchin. If you have got any places that you recommend I should go, any places that got amazing history, please do drop it in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy. Bye.